And another thing is, what's really cool about this community garden is that a lot of families bring up their kids here, and you'll see kids eating straight from the garden. You'll see them harvesting fruits and veggies, picking berries, uh, just running around the garden beds, having a good time, knowing where to step or learning where to step, learning where to step, learning where not to step. Learning when things are ripe, learning when things are ready to harvest, stuff like that. It's just really, really cool to see, kids at such a young age learn these things and, create that connection between themselves and food, right? Learning where food comes from, or learning where some food comes from, for that matter. But it's just really neat to see. And I know this community garden is not ideal for it, but I know there are a lot of community gardens that are closer to schools, and I think it'd be a really fun field trip opportunity for kids to come visit these gardens and shoot, look at that. Come visit these gardens and just get a little hands-on, some hands-on science lessons about where their food comes from, and or where some food comes from, or fruits and veggies can come from, and stuff like that. But yeah, I just think it's really cool to see those families bring their kids around here and just give them that experience, give them that it's something they're gonna remember for the rest of their life, right? Growing up in the garden, the community garden, hanging out with mom and dad, grandma, grandpa, it's people like that, meeting other gardeners, things like that. It's really cool seeing that there are really cool opportunities in the community for things like this, right? Because I think oftentimes people are looking for stuff like that, but can't really find it. And hopefully, I think I can get this bed weeded today. Usually I just throw mulch or leaf mulch all over something like this, but I'm just gonna go through and get some of this out. Some of it's kind of thick. We got some like brambleberry here, which the berries aren't bad, but it just kind of takes over. So kind of want to knock this back a bit. Before you see how it starts, it's got runners, right? So it just starts growing. A branch will grow and then go right to the ground, and it'll get some more roots. So you can see that right there. Grew from here and started a new system there. They're good and all, but I just can't have them taken over. We want to use this bed for potatoes next year. And as you can see, we got this little system here. This was supposed to be a frame for a cold frame for the winter. We're really ambitious and planning on growing like some spinach and greens during the winter, but you know what? I think the bears may have had it right with the whole hibernation thing and resting. So I'm not gonna be growing anything this winter. We're gonna rest. I'm gonna rest, and we're gonna let the beds rest. So it'll be a win-win for all of us. We all get to rest. But yeah, the weeds aren't so bad here. You can see there's leaf mulch all mixed through here. You might be wondering about this backdrop here. It's a little wild, but it is for the wildlife. I don't need the entire garden. I can share. So giving them a few corners, a few edges of the garden, and we actually see we've seen turtles, box turtles, skinks, snakes, little gardener snakes, toads, frogs. It's really cool. Leave a little bit of leave a little bit for the wildlife and a lot will come, right? And of course, we're not spraying any poisons to harm them because they get really sensitive skin to all stuff like that. Let's get some of that out. Does that look better? I don't know. Let's just clear this out. And then all this can go onto all this can go into the compost pile. Oh gosh, it's more work than I expected. All right. I'm going to cheat a little bit. This guy. Actually, that reminded me of something. You can see the dark soil here in the walkways because we've mulched it a few times with wood chips and wood mulch. And so, it's actually, I know the wood chips, I've heard the wood chips don't break down, but the nutrients from the wood chips, they break down into the soil. So that'll be a story for another day. We can look at the beautiful, rich, dark soil in all these walkways. It'll eventually be garden beds. This doesn't look half bad, right? Just kind of mix some of this up. Okay, I think that does it for this bed. And again, this frame is not doing anything this year. Not gonna be a cold frame. I was too ambitious. All right, on to the next. On to the next.